Good morning. I've got a weird, odd question for you this morning. The question is, are you willing to allow somebody else to believe in you enough and until you allow yourself to believe in yourself in order to change and grow? I'm going to repeat that in kind of a different way. Are you willing to allow somebody else to believe in you enough that you begin to believe in yourself, and you believe in yourself so much that you begin to change, to take the change that's needed? For most people in my experience, the people who don't make a change, the people that try for a little bit and don't change, typically they're people who don't believe it's possible or don't believe in themselves in some ways. It's always a belief. And what I found in my own life, this has happened so many times to me. I'm struggling with something, I question myself, do I have the ability to sell better or market better or whatever? And I hire a coach and they believe in the process. They believe in me. They believe what I can do. And that belief carries over to myself. And I end up doing far more, and I end up making changes that I need and getting better at the things that I didn't think I would be great at. I want to encourage you today to always be investing in yourself. You can stop me if you meet me on the street, if you talk to me, if you're a client of mine, whatever it is, and you ask me any day of the year, of the decade, of the century, Mark, what course are you taking? What kind of coach have you hired in the last week or two or months or whatever? I will give you an answer, because I always have somebody in my life that's teaching and training me. Always. There is never a point in my life for the last probably 9 years, that I have not had at least one individual that I'm paying money to teach me and invest in me. Now, sometimes it's a one-on-one coaching experience or mentorship. Sometimes it's a course that I'm taking online or through somebody's programming or whatever. What I'd encourage you to do is set aside time, energy, money all the time to invest in yourself. The second thing what I'd encourage you to do is always up the ante a little bit. If you're used to reading books and cheaping out on your education, spend more. Start taking some programs that maybe cost, instead of 10 or 20 bucks a piece, maybe they're costing 50, 100, 200, 300 bucks a piece, okay? If you've already taken some of those courses, go to live events, go to live courses, get group coaching in some ways. That would be the next step, and where you're going to get so much value on so many levels. But it's going to cost you more. It's going to cost you $500, $1,000. And then if you've done that, again, step it up. Push yourself more, learn more, grow more. What you find is, if you find a one-on-one coach or a one-on-one mentor, that's going to change your life. Legitimately, it's going to change your life. You have to find the right person. I'll give you tips on that at some point in time on finding the right people, okay? But it's absolutely fundamental to your learning and growth that you get people into your life that don't know you, that you don't know, and they start investing in you, and they grow you. They expand your context, because you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you need to change right now. That is so important, and I'm constantly doing it. I'm constantly spending more money, more time, more energy on learning. I find that for every dollar I spend on that stuff, usually I make about $10 back. I can say that again. For every dollar that I spend on coaching, training, whatever, I usually make $10 back. So for me, the way I look at it is, how much can I spend? Because when I spend more, I make more. So if I buy a $500 program, it might only translate into usually it's more than that, but like $5, $10, $15, $20,000. But if I spend time with a coach who's costing me $10, $20, $30, $40,000, that means I'm making $100, $200, $300, $400,000 from that relationship. Consistently, you've got to find the right person. But when you find that right person, make sure that you hire them. Make sure that you're willing to invest in yourself, and your life will begin to change. Your business will begin to change. Even the fact, there's a lot of research on it, even the fact that you're spending time and energy and money on yourself, you'll be putting more effort into it. So everything changes when you do that consistently. I've had some coaches that weren't very good. And even in those situations, I learned and grew a ton. Not because they were fantastic, but because I was willing to learn and grow. So what I'd encourage you to do today is make a decision to learn and grow. Just step it up a little bit, or take a big leap. I've taken some big leaps in my life, and when I did that, I made huge leaps in my business and personal development, okay? But what I encourage you to do is at least take that next step, at least take a step to move forward and grow and invest in yourself. And you know what you'll do? You'll end up enjoying the process.